recording? Okay, so I'm out here in the garden at kind of Gary's request, to sort of on the trail of some evidence. Yeah, so I guess the first line of evidence is that stuff tends to produce organisms, that is, not plant pots or cars or anything like that. Organisms tend to produce many more offspring than they need to. So, I don't know if you can see on this hawthorn here, you've got probably well over 100 berries on this quite young tree, and probably a lot of these have been stripped off by the birds already, so let's say that it produced 1,000. So if it just needed to replace itself, you know, it's going well over the top. And I've got this ash tree here that I planted about 20 years ago, and it's doing quite well now. I rescued it from a wood where it was growing amongst thousands of other little seedlings, and they had no chance of getting up to the canopy. So I grabbed it, rescued it if you like, and grew it for about 10 years before I guess it's about 30 years old now. And there it is, full of seeds, ash keys. There must be, I don't know, tens of thousands on there, all ready to go, and it's been doing that for, I guess, the last 5 years at least. You know, there are lots, I can't even see this, lots of babies here from previous years, but not hundreds of thousands of them like you would expect there to be if each one of those keys that it's produced would find a home somewhere. So I guess that's the first sort of piece of evidence that's trivial and easily open to anyone to discover, that animals and plants just tend to produce many more offspring than they would require just for replacement value alone. So what does that mean? It means that should all the offspring that tree produces then produce a tree like that, then over, you know, each generation after the next, the population will just explode exponentially, and in a surprisingly few number of generations, the sum total of these trees would be much greater than the earth could carry, and that the entire weight of these trees would be many, many, many times the weight of the earth. So that leads on to another trivial observation, is that the world isn't full of these trees, and that all other things being equal, populations tend to remain, they bob up and down, but they tend to remain at some level that is well below this exponential potential. So they tend to, populations tend to be flat rather than growing all the time. And, you know, the obvious reason for that is there's just not enough room for them, and that they're competing with other things that want those resources. So anyway, that's enough evidence collection for today.